What's going on, people? GameStop. I gotta have a talk with y'all, man. I bought 4 games today. I'd consider this like a haul. In a little sense, I picked up 4 games. As you can tell, they are all Nintendo Wii U games. Why is it that a game I know everyone's gonna be like, well, it's Ubisoft and their games are in there, but leave out the fact that Bethesda makes the greatest fucking mistakes of all time in their game with their glitches and shit like that. Hell, they released a patch where it wouldn't even let you play the fucking game. That's never the point. Assassin's Creed 3, I was gonna try to tear this part off, but I got lazy and decided against it. Here's my question. Why in the hell does this game not work? And I don't mean from the Ubisoft glitches and all that shit, because the game was working just fine. Okay? It was working just fine when I played it for like 3 hours. So, what the hell? Are y'all not sending the games away like you're supposed to? Are you not testing your cleaning to make sure the game is playable? I don't understand how the process works here, because how dependent you are for these to sell physical copies to, one, exist, and 2, sell, and 3, be the used game that you want us to buy. When you're so dependent, when damn near 100% of your business is exactly dependent on this, on the used market, how in the hell can you be so fucking careless? I'm just wondering. Your company is literally hanging in the balance. It went up for sale. Your company could possibly go under, and it is due to, and I know a lot of people have said this, the sloppy, poor, and just all around bum fucking retarded way you handle your product. How in the hell is it that I can go to a mom and pop's retro store, a little hole in the wall joint, I can buy the exact same games from them that I would buy from you, only their copy isn't going to give me any damn issues. I've never had a game come back that didn't work or didn't, do what it was supposed to, except for actually one time. One time. I only had one game that did not work, and that was because I myself had a lapse in judgment and didn't check the back of the damn disc, which is something I normally do. But I took it back and was able to get everything taken care of. They didn't give me any fucking problems. So, why? GameStop. Why is this a problem? Why is it I can walk in there and go, I want this game, I saw it online, I know you have it, pick it up, go pay for it, bring it home, and then it's not about all the shit wrong with gaming today, like bugs and glitches and patches and updates. No, it's about the fact that the company I bought the fucking game from doesn't even give 2 shits less or more, that the only source of income for the damn store is mistreated. It's 100% mistreated. I would, in fact, this is a public service announcement from right here forward until I say otherwise. Do not, if you give a fuck about the retro market or you are into collecting for that shit, do not give your games to GameStop. Do not trade them in at GameStop. Go find a hole in the wall retro store or a different game store that is not GameStop, because they will not take care of it. They will not send it off. They will not do any of the shit that they should do to keep their way of business flowing. So might as well fucking stop it, right? Because if you go on their app and you look at their app under what deals they have one now for the retro side of gaming, for bringing in your retro shit. Take it somewhere else. Take it anywhere else but GameStop, because they don't need to cause more damage than they've already caused through the years. If they want to go down the drain, then let them go down the fucking drain. That's the end of the public service announcement. So, I still don't understand how this doesn't work. I swear every time I go in there with one of these, they're like, oh, we'll send it away. We'll send it over here, whatever. And it costs like 75 cents. Not a lot of fucking money. and the company pays it. That's what's even worse. So I looked at the back of the disc, and there's not a scratch on this motherfucker. There was a little white speck that I just barely did that, and it left. It wasn't even really a piece of dirt. It was like a little piece of dust. Um, One thing I didn't notice was the whole artwork right here on the CD is starting to be chipped. In fact, you can even see it when I see it. See that right there? That is a little spot, which when I got home, I didn't even notice. I didn't notice it at all. What I noticed was when I took the game out, I could feel it because my finger rubbed across it. I would have never noticed that. This game possibly doesn't work because of that problem there. It possibly doesn't, because I cleaned it off. It looks brand new now, but it still won't go past where it was. It worked for like damn near 3 hours, and then just said, please take disc out because it's not readable, it's not legible, it's not going to do anything. And I was like, this is some bullshit. I don't think, GameStop, you understand how dire of a situation you are in. Your very own employees can be caught talking about what's going to happen if GameStop closes. That's a pretty dire fucking situation. And the fact you don't have an employee, like, standoff with the company and its employees is beyond me at this point, because I'd be pissed. But I know y'all don't keep people that long, so they're probably only there for a couple weeks. But I'd still be pissed. And I went in there today, and I heard them talking about it while I was looking at stuff. So, with that being said, GameStop, if you go under, understand me, if you actually close your doors, the only one to blame for it is you. It's got nothing with an all digital market. For Christ's sakes, I just bought 4 games from you today. It's not about the physical market going anywhere. You're always going to have physical games. And before you say that's a bull fucking shit lie, it's not. These are physical games. As long as there is a store open that is willing to sell them, these will always exist. So physical media in gaming is going nowhere. Yes, when the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet and whatever the next Nintendo gaming console is comes out, they could possibly never sell physical items again for those consoles. But who the hell is dumb enough to say, well, physical games are just never going to be relevant again? Bitch, slap yourself, because plenty of people older than me and younger than me still buy Super Nintendo products, still buy Game Gear products, still buy Dreamcast products. And correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't those systems all older than shit, pre-technology now? And they're still very sought after. They're still very popular, possibly even more popular than the current generation, because it's all physical. You can run out and get whatever it is you want. You don't have to download certain things in order to have the full game. There's a lot of reasons why retro gaming isn't going to go anywhere, because it is physical. I don't care if they were to ROM every single Super Nintendo game and sell it on the Switch for $7. I could care less if they did that. And a lot of people could care less, because a lot of people go out and they buy the physicals. And they might still buy the ROMs just off the simple fact maybe their physical breaks down and they got to find another one, but they don't have enough money to go run out and spend that amount on it anymore. They can buy and download the $7 one, and that's a good, placeholder until you get your physical again. That's how that coincides with each other, GameStop. You have to see more than the little picture that is your used physical copies, because they're always going to be there. You just won't be able to do shit once it goes all digital and to stay relevant with that. But if you were to maintain relevancy within what you have now, within the physical media that has actually been released upon every console and still is, and you were to offer that in your stores, you will find out real quick you have nothing to fucking sweat. But keep treating physical media like this, where I don't know how this came back to the store. It should have been tested. They should have someone play through. They should have they should actually hire a whole bunch of people to go through and play these games on a day-to-day basis that they have to, fix, resurface, or whatever. They should have them go back and play through them just to make sure everything's good. That would, one, increase sales. That would also increase them needing people to work for them, but it would increase sales, which would be okay because you were guaranteed the game to work. And you were guaranteed that if you took a game back in there because it didn't work, they wouldn't just put it back on the shelf for someone fucking else to pick up. That is a huge problem that you have right now. I bought this game before. And when I bought it before, it didn't fucking work. You get what I'm saying? I bought this game before, it didn't fucking work. I went into GameStop to get the money back on it. They gave me the money back on it. 3 days later, I saw the case on the for sale games where the games are held on the floor. And I was like, didn't I just give this game back? And I was like, aren't you supposed to send it off because it doesn't work? No. Apparently not. Because your policy changed from sending back products that don't work to, unless it's like literally deep scratch, like looks like you played hopscotch down the road with it, you don't send it back. This is your only form of income that you see damn near 100% from. Everything else you're getting like that much money from. But the one thing where you make the most fucking money, you don't want to take care of, and you wonder why business is hurting. Well, if you're not going to guarantee your shit to work and have such a shit, piss poor policy on them to begin with, why in the hell are people going to keep coming to you? Why would you go buy your games there? Please do understand, this isn't the early 2000s where you were the big kid on campus swinging your dick around because you had no competition. This is 2018. Best Buy has used games. Walmart has used games. It's not just you anymore. And you need to start acting like it. Put your big boy pants on. Fucking, get your shit together, I guess. Because you have a very, very unique opportunity here. Very unique opportunity. You could be the store everybody goes to once everything goes all digital. You could be the store that everyone goes to because you offer physical games. And think of it this way. If you offered physical games that had a guarantee to work and were, it said on the package, sent off, refurbished professionally and all that on the box, but you can't say you can't do that because Walmart does it. Even Best Buy does it. It's on the package for their used games. It says this is a used game. DLC content may already be used, which is fine. We all fucking know that. But underneath it says sent off, certified, cleaned, and inspected. GameStop. Seriously. To beat two competitors at your own game, you come short. You literally have fallen horribly bad. Think about this. Walmart and Best Buy you can buy used content at, but their used content only goes back so far. Okay, they're able to beat the shit out of GameStop without even trying because they hold current gen games. That's an easy way for them to just beat the hell out of GameStop, is by having that guarantee it's been inspected and cleaned, because GameStop doesn't do that. But GameStop, you are in a position to where if you went and you took as much care of your used games as these other two do, you could be the big guy on campus swinging his dick around again. Because, hey, Best Buy, Walmart, you have used games? Cool. Do you have any GameCube used games? No. That's a GameStop. That's how, bam, you knock their dick into the mud and you're king again. But until you do that, and until you actually try to do that to win back people you've lost trust with, and they have good reason for the non-trust to be there, you're going to continue to be the piece of shit company you are. I don't want to see GameStop stores close all over and they just not be around anymore, because then we would literally succumb to any pawn shop and hole in the wall store where they could just do whatever they wanted to with prices. GameStop, you do need to be around. You have a reason to be here. But if you don't take care of your fucking systems, you don't take care of your fucking merchandise, if you can't get the one part of your store where you make most of your money at under control, then maybe you shouldn't be here to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I'm gonna say to you, GameStop, is please, for the love of fucking God, quit throwing these cases away. You should close the stores that do that, because they are hurting your bottom line. There's more people out there who collect for these handhelds like the 3DS, the Vita, and the PSP than there are not. Then the group you think that are not collecting for this shit and have a, don't have an issue for buying the game with no case, man, that group of people is shrinking every fucking day. Every inch we go closer to a all digital market, the more that the masses want all the physical and original games. Meaning when they go buy older games like this game, they want the artwork, they want to open it, and they want to get the manual. If you can't offer the manual or the case, then you need to price it as such, because you're just sitting on a fuck ton of merchandise you can't move because you as a company decided that this little piece of plastic wasn't valuable, when in reality it's more valuable than the fucking game. People will buy cases online for the game that they bought with no case. This thing is now a gold mine. You want money, keep these fucking cases. Keep all the cases and give people less money if they don't have the case, because you know it's going to be harder to move. People want the cases, they want the artwork, they want the manual if it exists. That's the whole reason they buy the game. How many times a day are you asked, where's the rest of the game? Probably too many to count. And that's because people really do give a fuck. The only reason somebody would buy it without it is because they probably have plans to bring it back within that week you have. I'm just pointing that out. Just let me go ahead and just wrap your head around that, okay? This video is going on for a long time, but I feel like GameStop, you need to listen to it, because it's a lot of helpful shit here. The case thing, the needing to professionally get it inspected and cleaned on your own merchandise, which is all common sense, and I'm like, the fact you're not having this common sense, man, you're about to lose it all. And I don't want to see you go anywhere. I like seeing GameStop around because I have friends that work there and we have conversations and shit. I don't want to see them stores go anywhere. That's going to be a shit ton of people to put out of work. A shit ton. And it's all due to stupid neglect and dumbass common sense shit you should have been doing the whole damn time any fucking way. If you wanted to throw something away, even though you should never throw anything away, it'd have been in damn cardboard boxes. Or at least cut them to where you could make cases that open and close with them. I've seen those around. It would have just made more sense. You see what I'm saying? If the value of a game is determined on whether or not you have the artwork and the manual, this is 2018 again, if you get this game and it doesn't have a manual in it, first of all, the price on this drops. And that's pretty much everywhere except GameStop. If you buy this and it's just the CD, the price drops again. I've seen this game go for $10 and all it had was a jewel case. Seen this game right here go for damn near $50, and that was with everything, and that was the greatest hits too. That wasn't Black Label. So there are levels to this shit, and you need to acknowledge them. I don't think that could be any clearer. If you only have the game, you get the lowest amount you can get. If you have the booklet, then you get a little bit more, like $1 more. If you have the game, the case, the artwork, and the book, and everything, then you get the most amount for that game. It's not complicated. And I think everybody out there is probably going, you know what? That's absolutely true. I've never understood why they charge me the same price for a damn game with no case as they do for the one that is with the fucking case. Because the one with the case is the one I want to buy. Simple as that. I know it's going to take a little bit more effort and a little bit more time for you to fucking do these things, but you know what? You're in the gaming business, you hold used merchandise, and you have to make sure all your ducks are in a row. Otherwise, you're just sitting there going, what the fuck? Like I said, um, all this is to help. All of it. If you made it this far, cool. If not, hey. Anyway, hit the like button. Just because, I guess. I don't really care. You don't have to. I'm not one of those people. I'm just doing this shit to have fun. Anyway, deuces.